look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals meet in the NFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. And off we go from Arlington. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
Brings up second down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
36-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Wilson now, off the bootleg. Now he takes off, and he will try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Giants first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out and they are led out by Dak Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler who is now 32 years old.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, here's Dak. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. First down. Cowboys.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
They run over center with Williams. Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. Second down, they need 7. Back to throw is Prescott. Here's a screen now for Sanders. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down,
Brandon Aubrey
here's Brandon
on
Aubrey for the
Cowboys
Cowboy field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A run here with Tracy on second down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. The shotgun. Wilson. Oh, the pressure. Too much. And he goes down.
These are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. It'll get forward to about the 42. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught downfield by Robinson. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Now Russ. Now a screen set up for Tracy.
Wilson's pass complete to number 29, Tyrone Tracy. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the the gun. It's Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This from 34 yards. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will extend to a 10-0 lead. One quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. They play it short, taken at the 15-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On the play fake. Dak. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas. Emir Smith-Marset is deep for New York. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Tracy looking to run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now it's Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Giants. It covers 51 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's Tracy. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. Well, great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10.
Cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. accelerating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That's to Ferguson once again. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Play fake. Prescott. Exiting the pocket right.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it with Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
It is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Now it's Wilson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Mozzie Smith, he gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Wilson to throw. Open man is Robinson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The tackle by DeMarvion Overshown. It's a gain of 6. First down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Throw on the run is complete. And they will get the first down here and move it to field goal range inside the 25.
16 yards.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 15. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. That's made by Pickens. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, it's down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Third and 11. To throw is Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Open man, that's Slayton. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Giants.
And the Giants 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, New York.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They go play action now. Wilson. To the sideline, he's got Neighbors. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for now. Brian Schottenheimer disagrees on the sideline, and he's going to throw the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, Wilson. There's that man again. Another catch. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here?
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To start the drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Cowboys.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's it. The ball comes out. One of the Giants has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants stretch things out even further.
Giants 30, Cowboys nothing.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
To give up the middle with Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. Prescott. That's into the hands of Lamb. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
15-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one on target for Johnson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now Russ. He'll get this out quickly to Neighbors. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Right back to Neighbors, he's got it again. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
To return, it is Turpin. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. Side, here goes Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 13-yard line. What a run by Williams. 35 yards.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Prescott now. On the move left. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he will have a Cowboys first down.
That's good.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Williams. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. Sanders. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Third and goal for Prescott. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
30. Cowboys 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Here's Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
3 plays
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side, that's Johnson.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Wilson now going to keep it on his own read. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. That one good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st down, Wilson working his way out left. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On 2nd down, Russ. This one caught at the 4. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
A 20-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Giants will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Here's a run with their tight end. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Mozzie Smith getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
At one point, it felt like a touchdown was almost inevitable, but now after 2 back-to-back wins by this defense, All of a sudden, it seems like the defense is in control, and this drive's in danger of stalling out.
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? They go play action now. Wilson, and that is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. On play action, here's Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's caught by Tolbert, right side.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
So a road win here for the Giants. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.